And I do, first and foremost, before we get into this game, I do want to say for all the families that are being affected by that hurricane in the state of Florida and all through Georgia, the Carolinas, and everything else, God be with them all and all the things that are going on. Because that thing, I mean, where that thing's done and where it's, going through it all week. And I pray to God everyone ends up all right. Get that thing over with. I wish that thing would break up and go. But, Florida State, Miami, isn't it? It's about the best I can say. People ask me what you thought. I said, it's Florida State, Miami. It always is. It doesn't matter what the records are, what goes on. Somehow, some way, that thing comes down to the end. It's a one-play deal. And the thing I want to commend our kids for, you can't say they did not play hard, they did not play with fight, they did not play with guts. We ain't always perfect. We got a lot of things to clean up still in all three phases of our football team, and we know that. We're a work in progress. But at least that heart and soul was there, and that's what we build our program on. Toughness, effort, discipline, and pride. And that's the four things that we talk about all the time. They play with every one of them. We ask them every time you get knocked down, get up today. And they did it. And to get up right there at the end and block an extra point when the game could have, the minute 38 and the tie, to do that, I mean, that's a lot of character. Our defense, Charles Kelly, and the defense I thought was outstanding today. They did some really nice things on it, and they got put in a bad situation with the punt return right there. They did a good job on that. We got to get that fixed. We had a chance to score down there early in the game and throw a pick. They got momentum and that's one drive they got. Our kids battled, and we got to score before half and got it back to a 2-score game. Got 10 points, and I got the critical interception in the end zone. That was a big play right there for our guys to get that, and then we go down and get a touchdown, and then get back in the game and get the lead, and then we have a chance to put it away and they hang in there, and you knew it. You could just see. I could just sense the game. I said they're either going to score. We're going to have to go in 2 minutes. It's going to be a goal line stand or something. I could just feel how the game was going, and. But that's Miami, Florida State. They got a great team. Mark's done a great job with those guys. They played hard. But just extremely proud of our kids. I mean, we had so many guys. We got some guys that are banged and bruised, and that's when you come out of this game. It's a physical football game. It always is. It's as physical as any you ever play. And we're gonna have to get ready and get healed up and get ready. We've got a really good Wake Forest team coming in next week. I think who's 5-2 or 5-1 or something like that. I mean, they've got a really good team. So we're gonna have to get ready to go, but get off of this. But just proud of our kids. That was a heck of a win to come down here and win here, and that was a great atmosphere and environment. That's what college football is about. I mean, that was a great crowd. Their crowd was awesome, and everything about it. National game, and just proud of our kids. Question.
Jimbo, we saw DeAndre really bounce back after taking that injury. The third quarter goes 10 of 11, 144, 2 touchdowns. How pleased were you with his turnaround in the second half?
Very. Did a job. And I'm going to tell you something, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Quarterback's not tough, team's not tough. Quarterback's tough, your team's tough. You got to have a leader that's willing to stand in there and take bullets. And both of them, Sean took some shots, and he went in there and did a nice job on some things, let us down almost to a drive. But, he stood in there and took the bullets, man, and you got to do it. At this level, he's going to be banged, he's going to be sore. We got to evaluate and see how he is and see what goes on. But, man, that was a tremendous effort and a lot of courage for him to stand in there. But and I don't mean that. That's what a quarterback does. Now those guys will respect him, and like they have been, they'll play for him, and they always do. And when a guy does that, they're going to play hard for you.
What do you think was different for him in that second half?
Excuse me?
What do you think was different for him in the second half in terms of him moving the ball and just kind of being able to?
Well, he moved it to first quarter a little bit till he got hurt. We just stalled on some. We had the fourth down play. If we can just get it over the guy, Dalvin's going to score. You know what I mean? But that's a big game. They made some plays. I think he just poisoned it, and I think he's a competitor. I mean, he grinded it out, and there's times, man. I keep telling you that. Everybody says there's something magical for me, huh? When you're a competitor, you make it. I'm going to get this done. You stand in there and you take the shots, you make the throws, you make the plays, and that competitive nature. There ain't a reason, just who you are. It's your DNA. That's what his DNA is.
You guys lost obviously a couple of tough games this year, but what does the performance tonight show you that can lead to more wins here down the road?
They're bonding together. They're feeling the pride. The competition level. Keep getting up. And again, it goes back to what we built the program on: toughness, effort, discipline, and pride. And I talk about that all the time. That's all we talk about. Keep getting up. Because I can't be, the scoreboard's going, when you do those intangibles, the scoreboard takes care of itself. That's the process that we talk about all the time. And there's a lot we got to clean up. But the heart and soul of the culture of the team, that's what they're finally starting to get it. And how hard it is. And tonight, I hope they can feel that, because I hope when they want to remember that feeling again, they got to do it again.
Jimbo, what kind of play for DeMarcus? He went into the season, wanting to finish his senior year off on a great note. The two losses obviously affected him, but for him to make this play at the end,
he isn't a great note. I mean, great notes. Again, championships are goals. That's not why you play the game. You play the game to get better. You play the game to be part of a team, and he's getting better. And I mean, if there's something better than what he got tonight, we don't know how this season plays out. Let's just go play football and play Wake Forest next week. I mean, everybody's so outcome oriented. We're not outcome oriented. I never have, never will be. And he's getting everything out of his senior year that he wants out of it. He's making it a heck of a year.
What does it mean to this program to beat Miami 7 years in a row?
You know, it's almost, I mean, I don't comprehend it. I guess it's something special because I know how many times Florida State was on the other end of those games for so many years. But, you know, they're a great team. It's just a great rivalry, and I have great respect for them. And to be able to do that, very proud of our kids and our organization.
One thing you really stressed this week was physicality in the offensive line. Did you like your improvement there, especially from half one to half two?
Sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes we did offense, defense line. I mean, we still got to continue to be physical in that because that's the name of the game. That's how we're going to move the ball and start to play actions and all the things we do. But we're making progress.
Dalvin Cook, 209 total yards and that touchdown from DeAndre Francois. What do you have to say about his effort tonight?
Dalvin Cook. I say it every week. I mean, that's just who he is. What do you have rushing? 150? Wow. And 27 carry. He's a warrior, man. I mean, he is. He can do it. He can catch it. He's one of the special players in this country. And I'm glad he's on our team. I know that.
What do you think it's been about Dalvin, especially playing Miami, where he's just had these sort of, in a lot of ways, these backbreaking games that have just really put Miami behind the 8 ball and has led you to victory?
That's who he is. Again, it's in his DNA. He's different. He's got a look in his eye. He has a switch inside him that he can rise to occasions and do things, and he does it. And you know, this is one he loves to play, and he wants to do good down here. And I mean, it's just who he is. It's in his DNA.
I mean, the fact that he's now added, like, I guess, the reception aspect to his game. I mean, how much more dangerous did that make him tonight?
Well, and it makes us as a team because he can create big plays. Then all of a sudden, you got to go play him and let somebody else not get double coverage, and they make a play here or there. I mean, you know, it's just him continuing to grow and his respect for the game and not being content on who he is. I mean, he could say, hey, I can run it, I'm content. He wants to continue to get better. And I think it sends a great message to our other players who say, you know, this guy's as good as anybody in America, but he just keeps getting better. Why can't I take that same attitude?
Jimbo, how badly do you feel like your defense needed a performance like tonight?
I think they did big time. I mean, I think that Charles Kelly and those guys, again, I've said it all along. They're in the right plays. The guys want to do well. They just got to learn to relax and learn to play well and have the confidence to do it. And they'll get confidence as they continue to grow. And we're not perfect. We still got a lot of things to work on. We just got to go work and keep getting better at what we're doing. And I was extremely proud of our defense. I mean, the big stops and the things they did today, I mean, they played their tails off.
Jimbo, how big was that score right before halftime?
Really big. Got momentum, got confidence. Because even you felt you blew some opportunities moving the ball and you sit and you say, man, we're still 2 plays away. It's 13-3. You got the ball, you know what I mean? You're still 2 plays away. And it was critical. It really was. It didn't give us the confidence to finish the drive.
That's by far the best your run defense has been this season. It looks like, especially up the middle. What do you attribute that to? Just playing
Practicing
better?
with better habits.
Yeah.
They're playing better. We're trying to do exactly what we're coached. Straining, gut. I mean, I got to tell you, when you get down, like when you max out in the weight room or something, man, your eyeballs are sore, your guts are sore. That's where you got to play every play. You got to learn to lay it on the line. And inside, you're not that. There ain't no easy way to play football. Whenever somebody comes up with an easy way, please tell me. Okay? It's hard, it's tough, it's nasty. That's why special people play it. And we had to learn to do it, and we're still learning to do it. But our guys inside strained and plugged those gaps and took on blockers and did a much better job.
Coach, you always stress the importance of the last drive of the first half and the first drive of the second. After the offense kind of sputters at the beginning of the second half, how big was it to get that turnover and kind of get
critical
life?
because we gave them one, and they gave us one. We each turned it over, and the red zone was big, and then we took it right back and scored. Then we got a momentum again and started scoring and moving the football very consistently. It was huge. Again, our defense, again, not worried about anything else, just playing as a team. That's what they're doing, playing as a team.
You also had some guys go down and have to get subjected. Nate goes down. Erman Lane comes in and plays big.
Erman was ready to play anyway. We've had him in the secondary. He's doing a good job at safety, and actually does some more natural things over there, and he's physical. Doing better. And I think we got both guards got banged up, 69, 72. Quarterback's banged up. That's a Miami game.
Did you like seeing what happened at the coin toss from your team? I know you don't want your team to get in altercations, but there was some barking back and forth and your team getting on the field. Did you like seeing that?
If they don't, they ain't going to play here. I'd rather them bite when the game goes on. I ain't in for all that junk, but I ain't going to sit there and take it either.
How do you monitor the last?
They ain't made that way.
How do you monitor?
If they
the last
are,
2
we got
minutes?
problems.
Coach, how do you monitor the last 2 minutes of the game? You know, when you guys have the ball, they have
That's
3
what you don't
timeouts.
realize. They got 3 timeouts. We're backed up on the 12-yard line. A punt right there, and they get a field goal. I mean, we hit the quarterback run. Made a great block by Freddie. Guard pulls DeAndre, his legs, being able to create that max. But you know what else? Who'd you fake it to? You faked it to 4. They got to respect him. You know what I'm saying? And be able to get that edge and do that. And then 4. Then you come back and he pops everybody's an inside run and pops it and gets the first down. I mean, 4-minute offense. They're again situational football. I think we were really good on 3rd down again today, weren't we? 9-17, red zone were 3 or 4. Unfortunately, we had to pick, and that was just on a missed signal. We signaled the wrong protection in on it was a two Roger. In other words, the tight end should have been free in the flat, and Sean thought he was going to go, and we signaled 2 Louis. It was this, heard it wrong, and or it had a chance to be a touchdown, and it cost us a pick. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time in the red zone we didn't score. So we got a lot of things to clean up, but red zone, 3rd down, ran the football, managed 4 minutes, got 2 minutes before the half. Again, situational football and understanding the game where you can steal games and win games. But again, that was a heck of a game.
Sorry. What was your mindset before that extra point was blocked? I mean, are you trying to just gear up the offense
Well,
again?
man, I told him we got to see where we get the ball. We got to be smart. We're going to go 2 minutes, but at the same time, we're in a tie game. We're in a tie game. You got to take what's there. If it's not, it's the worst thing. We punt it. You go away. You got to play smart there, and we got to see where we get it to see what we're going to do. Whether it's going to go 4 wides or 3 wides. And then we had a couple timeouts left, which was good. So I said, don't be surprised if we don't try to pop a run or a gap run. Sometimes if they're in prevent defense, we check to it, try to gap a run, and go. So I was just thinking about what we had to do and where we had to go.
What was your thought when you saw the block?
All right, now we got to get 2 first downs. I knew they had 3 timeouts, and we had to get 2 first downs. I'm sorry.
What did you see on it?
Looks like I got pressure up the A-gap on that A-gap, B-gap right up inside. Same thing we did last week and got that big block. I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row they've come up with big blocks. Again, you talk about our defense all you want and how they haven't always played as well. I'm going to tell you what, their heart was there. Even what they did last week, even to go get a block PAT in a situation like that. I mean, we're not perfect, but we'll be there.
Jimbo, after DeAndre started warming up, he came over and talked to you. Was he assuring you that he could play?
That's what I told. I said I wanted to see, and what can he told me he could do everything. And I said, okay, we'll see. And I wanted to be a little early, in the beginning. He took a couple shots and he took them, and
What are you looking for?
He'll be sore.
What are you looking for? Because sometimes a guy will tell you can play if he can't really.
You can tell in his eyes. You look right in his eyes. When you're in battle with a guy, when you're playing somebody, you ever get in a fight with a guy, you ever do anything, you can look in his eyes and tell you got him, he got you, or if he's coming at you. And read his eyes.
Jimbo, thoughts on Urban Lane stepping up and playing safe?
Real happy with him. He's done a great job the last 2 or 3 weeks, learned it real quick, and it's very natural, some things he's doing there, tackles well, good size, I like what he's doing.
Jimbo, you had 3 true freshmen play significant minutes in Kyle Myers, Lon Taylor, and Dontavius Jackson. What are your thoughts on their performance tonight?
Very happy. They're earning time. We told them. Ain't no age limit on playing. I ain't seen one in the rule book yet. And the more you need, you get them in there. And we need to rotate guys. We need to develop guys. And if other guys ain't getting it done, we're going to make rotations. But we'll also keep other guys fresh. We got to develop those guys.
Did your team go up tonight?
Seem to. We'll find. You know what I'll find out? I'll find out this week in practice. I'll find out this week in practice if they grew up. They can put this behind them and go get ready for Wake Forest. We've got a really good football team. Because we'll celebrate tonight and then it's over with. We need to get ready to go. We need to heal up, get our rest, get our sleep, and do what we need to do to get ready to play Wake Forest. It's one. At the end of the day, it's a great win, but guys, it's one win. It's one game.
Okay. Did you think of more against the flow plays like the ones that you did Cook on?
I'm sorry?
Plays against the flow, where you had them going one way and you took them back the other.
The thing that is hard against them to do, they play so hard and scrape those backers. It's hard to get the time to throw it back. You know what I mean? We had to create a formation where we could get an extra blocker and get just and he still took a shot. Remember, he got a late hit on it. I mean, those things are nice, but man, they're hard to get off sometimes. I mean, they're feast or famine. You know what I'm saying? But we had to have it, and we tried to scheme it up, and we were able to get it.
Maven made the catch on 3rd down.
Oh my Lord! I'm gonna tell you what now. What a play that was. I want to say that was a heck of a play. I'm gonna tell you what, that guy is getting better and better and better. Him and those guys are. Bruce is doing a good job with those guys, and very proud of him. And he's going to continue to grow, and he's really starting to really grasp what we want out of a football player and what he can do. Because that guy is eat up with ability now. I mean, eat up with it. Good.
Yep.